So today we are looking at the Manjaro Linux. So let's quickly boot it in a live boot. So this is the latest version of the Manjaro Linux. So let's quickly boot it. So I'm running it on a virtual machine with 80 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So here is the desktop layout of Manjaro Linux, and here is the version of Manjaro Linux, which is 23.1.3. So this is the latest point update. So before running anything, let's open the task manager, and I'm going to change the display resolution after that. So let's first see all the system resources or whatever the changes it is consuming here. So these are all the processes running right now, or applications or whatever it is running right now when I launched the Linux distro. So this is the complete process running, and CPU is almost under 30-40%. It's not pretty stable right now, so let's run it until like 60 seconds to get exact graph of the CPU. And right now the RAM is almost like a 1.1 GB, and I have like a 8 GB of RAM, which I already mentioned. So in the beginning, or when we started up without opening any of the applications, so these are all the results. So I'm going to put the task manager in the right side corner, like here, as a mini tool like this, so you can see all those changes throughout the video. So let's first change the display settings. Let's go to the settings and change our display. Let's change to my monitor, which is 1920 into 1080. So click on apply. Keep this configuration. I'm going to put the task manager in the right side corner, so you can see all the changes throughout the video. So it's a 1.1 GB. We didn't open or we didn't run any of the applications, so that's the base of system resources. So let's first go to the web browser. Let's go to the internet section, and we have the Firefox web browser, which is usually found in every type of Linux distros as a default browser. Almost 70 to 80% of Linux distros uses Firefox web browser. Let's see what version we get here, and let's go to their website and see all the features. So let's close the unnecessary tabs here. Let's first open the about of Firefox. So here is the version 121.0.1. so this is a point update of 121. So let's close this thing. So let's type in about support, and hit enter to get some of the distro information. So here is complete information. Just pause the video and read everything here. So the kernel, OS theme, and the distribution ID, user agent, memory size, disk space available. So there is some of important information you need to read on your own, because it's going to take a lot of time when I go through all those things. So just pause the video, or you can change the playback speed in the YouTube settings to slow this video. So here is some of the window protocol, desktop environment. So there are already a lot of other desktop environments, so I choose the Xfce instead of KDE or GNOME. So most of the people chooses Xfce, so the downloads were more in the Xfce, so I even choose the Xfce desktop environment. After Xfce, most people choose the KDE Plasma, and then lastly they choose the GNOME. I'm going to show how to download this version. So let's go to the home page. So I'm going to show you the URL. You just need to type in this URL in the search bar or your favorite browser or favorite search engine. Just type in like this. If you are going with the search engine, you just need to type in Manjaro Linux, and it will take to the first link. Click on the first link, and you should be visiting the official website. So let's wait for a few seconds here. So it is taking a bit of time to open the website. So here is the website. Here is some of the information. If you want to go through all this information, you can just read it by going to their website, or you can just pause the video and read everything here itself. So here is project, explore, learn, supporters, all those things are available here, like a blog, latest news. Let's go to blog and see we have any news of this version. So it is taking a few seconds to load, so let's wait for it. So I don't think you have any news in the blog. Let's go to the download section and see whether the downloads are available. So you get a 64-bit and ARM, X64 and the ARM devices. For the, you need to choose whatever you want here. I'm choosing the X64. So there are a lot of available options here, like a Plasma, Xfce, Gnome, and other images, which is a community, Budgie Desktop, Cinnamon, i3, Sway Window, Mat, and Manjaro. So I downloaded the Xfce, so let's click on download. If you hover over the image, you get the link or the ISO file information here in the left side corner, down left side corner. So let me hover it. So the version you get here is 23.1.2. So the latest version I am using is 23.1.3. So there is still not updated. So in order to get to the latest version, you just need to type in SourceForge. Let me type in like that, and hit enter. The first link is the SourceForge. I'm using a VPN, so that's the reason the random language shown up there. So it's going to verify you are a human. So you need to type in Manjaro here in the search bar of a SourceForge, and it will take directly to there. So like this, the first one. So there is nothing here, so let's go back and try the Manjaro Linux. So click on the Manjaro Linux and you get all the information here, and you also get the latest version 23.1.3. In the official website the version was 23.1.2, but you get the latest version from the SourceForge. Here is the official website. So let's go to the file section. So here is the 3 desktop environments available, and here is the modified date. You need to see the date 2024/1/13. So the most downloaded is the Xfce, and next is Gnome. I thought it was KDE, but Gnome, and then at last is the KDE Plasma. I downloaded the Xfce, so let's choose the Xfce. So here is the some information. Please choose your desktop environment and version. Full ships with the 5.10 LTS kernel and pre-configured applications, and minimal ships with the 5.10 LTS kernel and stock applications. Linux F54 ships with the 5.4 LTS kernel and stock applications. So let's choose the Xfce here. So here are some of the older versions available. If you want to choose the older version or the latest version, it's clearly up to you. 23.1.3. So here are all the files. So you just need to click on the size again, and here you get all the ISO files, like a full version, minimal, and other files if you want. So here are all the ISO files. So the Linux kernel I'm choosing is a 6.6, as you can see. So this in the minimal version you get a 6.1 and also the 6.6, and another minimal you get is a 5.15 kernel. So I'm choosing the latest kernel right now, and it's going to take like a 5 seconds to start the download. So let's wait for a few seconds here, and let's see the downloads. if you have any issue, you can just click on problem downloads. The downloads already started. You can choose whatever mirror you get want to download. It's always a good option, go with the United States servers, so it's going to be speed. So here is the ISO file. The file size is around like a 3.5 GB, and I'm using a VPN. For some reason my downloads is pretty slow. If you choose the United States server, you should be speed. So this is the ISO file, and this should be the numbers 23.1.3, and this is the date, and this is the kernel. So let's close this because we got all the information from the web browser. So let's open the terminal. Let's go to the system. Here are the terminals, or you can just type in terminal here. Let's choose the Xfce terminal. Let's put it in the left side corner so you can see properly. Let's make it bigger. Let's try to change the preference so you can see all the solid color instead of transparent. Let me choose white and black. I don't know why it isn't changing. Let's try it again. Preference, appearance. Here is the colors. Usually when you choose the preset it should change, but here it is, white and black. And let's go black and white. Let's try, it's a bit of transparent, so let's try to change that. Compatibility, advanced, shortcuts. Let's change the none so you can see properly now. So let me type in the command, which is inxi-sv8. So this is the command which will grab complete distro information, almost everything which is possibly you need to know. So let's go up and get some of the information. Here is the system information. I'm not going to read everything because it's going to make a video so lengthy, which will make up to 2 hours or 3 hours. Usually without doing anything, just opening and showing some of the features will take up to 30 minutes, so I don't want to make it lengthy. So here is complete information. Just pause the video and read everything. Here is the machine information. Here is the memory information, and this is the CPU. Let's scroll it down. Here are the vulnerabilities. Here is the graphics, monitor, screen, all the information. Here is the audio information. Here is the network, Bluetooth, RAID, drives, and some of the partitions. Here is the USB, sensors, and repos. And here is all the process info. So let's type in neofetch, hit enter. Neofetch command not found. It's okay, you can install it on your own. So let's type in another command. So these are the same commands as the above, but in a short form. So it's a better option, just type in inxi-sv8 to get complete information instead of typing all these things. inxi-small b, inxi-capital G, and finally inxi-capital F. So here is some of the information. So let's type in cat:/etc/issue. Hit enter. So the user is Manjaro and the password is Manjaro. So let's try htop. So here is the headstop. So we got all the information in the terminal. So let's close the window. So let's go to the installation or the installer. So I'm not going to install this on the virtual disk or a hard disk because I need to make another video. So that's the reason. So I'm using a VPN, so that's the reason I'm getting some random language. So let's try to choose the American English. So here is the language. You need to choose the language in the installer. You already know how to install this Linux distro. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to run through in a like a speed run. I'm going to do that. So Manjaro Linux 23.1.3 Vulkan. So this is a code name. Let's click on next. You get a location. Choose your location. You can choose the drop down menu, or you can just point out on the map. Here is the system language will be set to American English language or the United States. You can customize if you want. The numbers and date locale will set to American English United States. If you want, you can change it, or you can just put it to default. Click on next, and you need to choose your keyboard model. By default it automatically chooses the keyboard, but for some reason it shows my Dell keyboard like a generic something like that. So I'm going to choose it to Dell. So here is the languages. So there are plenty of languages available here. I'm choosing the English United States and the default. Click on next. So here is the installation or the installation destination. So if you have like a multiple hard disk, you need to choose the right hard disk. And if you want to single boot or erase the current operating system and install the Manjaro Linux, you can choose the erase disk option. Or if you want to go with the manual partitioning, you can go with the manual partitioning, but you need to create a partition before doing this. So you should be getting two operating systems alongside with the current operating system. So that's the option for the manual partitions. So you get the dual boot operating systems. And when you choose the erase disk, here are some of the options: ext4, btrfs. You need to know what to do, or you need to watch other tutorials for installation, because I didn't make any videos, I guess maybe in the past, but I don't remember which video. So that's the reason. Just watch like a 5 to 6 videos of every other channels and try to install the Linux distro. So don't just watch my channel and just some random guys single video and try to install the Linux distro. You need to watch like a 5 to 6 videos. If you are a beginner, it's always a good option to watch like a 5 to 6 videos of different channels of that specific Linux distro or any Linux distro. So that's the good idea to install. Instead of ruining your PC just watching someone's video. So I don't want you to ruin your PC though. That's the reason I'm warning or giving ahead information like this. So if you want to choose encryption for the installer, you can provide the password, which should be same in the both the boxes. So if you don't want, you can just skip that part. And here is the bootloader location. You can choose the default master boot record for VM virtual S or the system partition, or do not install a bootloader. You can do that later if you want, or else you can just choose the default. Click next. Click on next, and here is the user creation or creating a user account. So let me write some of the random things. User, what is your name? I'm choosing the 9to5 Linux, which is my channel. So what name do you want to use to log in? I am choosing let's try to copy this. When you copy this, or try to first put the digits like numbers 9 numerical instead of alphabet. It's going to say your username must start with the lowercase or underscore. So let's try some other things. So if everything is going good, you should be seeing a tick mark, or else you should be seeing like this. So you get a cross mark or a wrong sign here. So that's the thing. You need to choose the perfect thing to get a tick mark here. And we are good. what is the name of this computer? Let me put it the same channel name. Choose a password to keep your account safe. I am choosing the simple password for the sake of the video. Always provide the strong password and write it down in the diary or any book so you can remember even if you forget. So you can just watch that book and type in the password. And the password should be same in both the boxes. Log in automatically without asking for the password. If you want to choose, you can choose this, or you can change that according to yourself. So use the same password for the administrator account, or you can provide the different password here, and the password should be same again. I'm choosing to use the same password for the administrator account. So let's click on next, and you need to choose your office suite here. So if you want no office suite, you just need to click on that. If you want LibreOffice, you can choose the LibreOffice. Here is the free office. You can choose whatever you want. Click on next. Here is the summary of whatever you choose in the installation or in the previous steps of installation. So if everything is good, you just need to click on install. So if anything is wrong, you just need to click on back and fix anything you want here. So that's the only thing you do here. If everything is good, just click on install. It's going to take like a 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on your PC. In my PC, it takes like a 5 to 10 minutes usually, or maybe less. So it should be different. It should be more or less the 5 to 10 minutes. So it's according, or it's clearly up to you according to your PC. If you have like a low-end PC, it should take a bit of time, more or less. So if you have a good end PC, it should be very quick. And the ISO file, if the ISO file is in a development version, it should be a bit of slow, or maybe sometimes it should crash. If it's a stable ISO, it should be good. So this is a stable ISO and this is the latest version. So it's clearly up to you whether to install this Linux distro or not. So if you want to test it, you can test it on a live boot and use it for a few hours, and if you want, you can install it. It's clearly up to you. You're the only one to judge whether to use this Linux distro or not. So let me close this thing. So I don't want to install, I already mentioned. Let's check some of the desktop features now. So after using like a few minutes, the RAM and the CPU is like this, and these are all the processors. So let's try to change the desktop wallpapers. So these are all the wallpapers available in the latest version. So even the older version has this type of wallpaper, so there is nothing changed in the wallpapers. Here is the menus. Here is the icons. You can uncheck or check this if you want. Background. Let me change the wallpaper here. So here is some of the folders. You can go and check there if there are any wallpapers. Here is the color. You can choose solid color, horizontal gradient, vertical gradient, transparent. So like this. So that was the desktop wallpapers. Let's check some of the features or the desktop features, which is date and time. You get the same thing. There is nothing new here. Here is the power options. Here is the volume, audio mixer. So you can customize according to your preference. Here is the profile. Here are the options. Show applications. Let's close this. Here you can change the volumes like a plus or minus, or you can just toggle off the buttons. Here is the clipboard. Here is the internet connections, VPN. If you want to add a VPN, you can add it. If you want to disconnect the internet connection, here is the connection. I'm choosing the wired connection. So here is the package manager. Let's open the package manager. So it's going to take a few seconds or maybe a minute. Instead of waiting, let's go to the panels. About panels, you get the version 4.18.5, and panel preference. This is the same panel preference as in every Xfce. So there is nothing new here. You can add a panel or you can remove a panel. It's clearly customizable. It's clearly up to you what to choose or not. You can move the panel wherever you want. There are 3 sides available: top, left, right. So you want you can do that. You can log out, you get a help, all those things. So let's check the home folder. Let's open, which is tuner file manager 4.18.10. let's make it bigger. Here is the file system. You can check the files or all the things which is available in the system files. So you already know all those things, how to customize, how to modify all those things. So I don't think it's a good option to show everything again. So side pane, behavior, advanced, shortcuts, you can change according to your wish, or you can read and remember all those things. It's clearly up to you. Let's close this thing. So what else we left here is the test which I usually make in every Linux distro. So I randomly open like 10 to 12 applications to see whether this distro will handle that. It's like a stress test, not exactly, but similar. I open like 10 to 12 apps to see whether it will handle the day-to-day task. Because some people for the day-to-day task they open like a bunch of applications, so that's the reason I test it. So let's open some of the applications here. So just random applications, not specific applications, a bit of resource consuming applications, so that we can get exact numbers or see the exact answer, whether it crashes or just freezes on the screen or it works flawlessly. Let's see by opening some of the things here. On the accessories, let's open some of the random things. Bulk rename. So we don't have a much of a bit like a resource consuming applications. On the graphics, let's open the GIMP. So we need like a GIMP, like a Inkscape, Darktable, some of the resource consuming applications, so we get exact answer for day-to-day task, whether this distro will handle that stress or not. On the internet, let's open the Firefox and Thunderbird and Pigeon also. So as you can see, there is no lag or anything like that. There is a bit of delay because we are opening all the application at once, so that's the reason they are taking a bit of time. So that's you can just ignore that part, because we need to see all the applications opened, and then we shouldn't see any lag or anything while switching the applications, all those things. So let's open the VLC media player. So you don't get a lot of pre-installed applications here. You just get a basic things which you need in a day-to-day task or daily life. Multimedia, let's open the Audacious. On the Office, you don't have anything because we didn't install the distro on the hard disk or a virtual disk. So it should be more or less RAM when you install on the hard disk or a virtual disk. So I'm running it on a RAM, so that's the reason the RAM will be a bit high. So when you install this on the hard disk or a virtual disk, it should be different numbers in the system resources. Default applications. So we are opened almost like a 10 to 12 apps. So let's try whatever it's left here. So we don't have anything. Let's open the notifications. On the settings, we have like a color profiles. We have a desktop. Let's open the keyboard. Let's go to settings and open the default applications. Let's go to the system. Let's see what else we left here is I don't think there is nothing left in the system. Let's open time shift. So there is nothing in the system to open here. So let's go to settings back. Do we have anything? Let's open the window manager. On the settings, what else we left is quantum manager. So these are some of the random things I'm opening to try to test, like a firewall configuration. So I have like a 8 GB of RAM, so there will be a bit of difference when you have like a low end PC or less RAM like mine. So mine CPU is like a 12 gen i5 1240p, so it's also a latest CPU. So if you have a low end PC, or if you're trying on a low end PC, do let me know in the comment section how it is working, and whether we have like any lag or any crashes or anything like that, so other viewers can get the information. Do let me know in the comment section, so it will help others too. So I think we almost got everything, I guess. So there is nothing left here. Let's open Power Manager. So let's try to find something else in the settings. So we pretty much opened everything here. Let's open the tweaks. I think that's it. So you add setting, text editor settings editor. Let's open session and startup. So we opened like almost maybe 20 applications here, as you can see. So let's get back to the task manager and see the resources. So under the CPU it's almost 80-90%, and the RAM is almost 2.7 GB. By opening the default applications or the pre-installed applications which comes with the Manjaro Linux, so these are all the resources, as you can see. So if you have like a low end PC or a high end PC which is greater or lesser than my CPU, do let me know in the comment section how it's working, if you are trying or if you tested this version. So these are all the process running right now, and the process are 310, 311. So the CPU is going up to 90%. As you can see, there is a bit of a high graph in this part because we opened all the application at once, so that's the reason. So if you wait for a few seconds, and the CPU will be going down to 60-70%, maybe, exactly not, but maybe. So as you can see, it's going to 74 again, as you can see. So let's switch the applications to test whether it crashes or not, or let's see whether there is a smooth transition or there is like a hiccup or stuttering in the switching applications. Let's switch applications. So as you can see, there is no lag or anything like that. It's opening instantly, and it's switching instantly. As you can see, no lag or anything. So it should be different in your PC, because it completely depends on the PC sometimes. So as you can see, no lag or anything. Don't try to open all the applications like I did. You can just open few applications, like 10 applications, just like that. So if you installed any bit of resource consuming applications, like maybe a Darktable, Inkscape, and something like a Blender, all those applications, try to open all the applications, and do let me know in the comment section how it's working, if you got any lag or anything like that. Like open GIMP and some 5 to 6 bit of resource consuming applications, and if you have like a 4 GB of RAM, do let me know in the comment section, or even lesser or maybe more, do let me know in the comment section, so it will help others too. So we tested everything. So I don't think there is nothing left here. If I forgot anything, do let me know in the comment section. So I pretty much covered everything here. So let's see all the applications and end the video here. So I'm going to show you the about information, just that thing only. I'm not going to show all the features and how it works, because it's going to take a lot of time and it's going to make a lengthy video. So there are already other YouTubers who made a video of that specific feature or that specific application. You can check their videos. I don't have any problem with that. So let's choose the about information and close all the applications. This is the version you get. So instead of opening and showing all the applications, I can show just here. So let's close the Firefox web browser. The GIMP version you get this one. So let's close this thing. Keyboard, here is the keyboards. You can customize according to your wish. So finish. Let's check the version. You get this version of the time shift. Let me close this. Snapshot device not selected. Select another device. Nope. Notification. Here is you can customize. Let's close that. Let's minimize the task manager. Let's see what version you get of Thunderbird. Looks like a supernova. 115.6.1 64-bit. About the Xfce desktop environment. Here is the Audacious. Let's go to About. Here is the Hex chat. You can add accounts for the Pigeon. Bulk rename. VLC media player. Appearance, there are a lot of themes available here. Matcha Lights C. Puril. Dark Sea. Alice. SEO. So these are all the themes you get. On the icons, here are the icons, fonts, settings, Junior, this is the version, Power Manager, Startup or the session and startup. You can add the applications or they add anything you want. Current session, advanced, launch GNOME services on startup, launch KDE services on startup, manage remote applications, window manager. Here are themes, keyboard, focus, advanced, window manager tweaks, firewall, quantum manager, default applications. You can choose whatever you want here. If you have like a multiple hard disk, you can choose. If you have like a multiple mail reader, you can choose that one. Utilities, others. Let's close this thing also. So here is the app store. Here are the versions. Here is the download size. So here is the installed applications. Let me scroll it like this so you can see all the applications. So if you want to see everything in a slow-mo, just pause the video, or you can change the playback speed. In the YouTube settings, you should see everything in a slow-mo. So the versions will be like this beside the applications. So let's see the updates. So you are up to date. Let's check about PAMAC 10.6.0. So I pretty much covered everything. So let's see the logout screen and end the video. So I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing any day. So if you want to consider subscribing, you can subscribe, or else you can just watch the video and watch other channels. I don't have any issue with it. It's clearly up to you. So the password is Manjaro itself, and login if you want. So here is the accessibility. Here is the desktop environment. Here is the options. Let's shut it down. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. It helps make a good content for you. Other than that, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.